What's with all the police everywhere? I'm not supposed to tell them. They're watching all the exits. They're checking everyone that leaves. There's no way to get out of here.
Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for the new film, Trap 2024. This is PG-13 with a runtime of an hour and 45 minutes, rated as of the recording of this video with a Rotten Tomato score of 47% from the critics, 62% from the audience, and a Letterboxd average rating of 3.0. In this new M. Night Shyamalan film, you will see a father and a teenage daughter attend a pop concert when they realize they're at the center of a dark, sinister event. This film is directed and written by M. Night Shyamalan, and it stars Josh Hartnett as Cooper. We have Ariel Donahue as Riley, and Salika Shyamalan, Lady Raven. And yes, Salika Shyamalan is M. Night's daughter, or one of his daughters. His other daughter actually put out a film called The Watchers this year. We have a review for that on the channel as well. Let's talk about this film. I won't get into spoilers. I'm going to actually do a separate video, which will come out a little bit later, on pretty much what I thought about the twist and turns of this film. But this film delivers an entertaining game of cat and mouse, really, and that's kind of what we were going in for. But I like that in this case, and the story is cleverly told from the perspective of the antagonist or the villain, right? Josh Hartnett is our main character, which gives the audience a unique vantage point, which is both very thrilling and refreshingly different. This definitely feels like something that's going to keep you engaged throughout the film. One of the standout features of this film, it's its inventive camera work. I think M. Night Shyamalan uses a variety of techniques to zoom in and on the faces of the characters, capture the little facial tics, pretty much just have any technique that will help you heighten that tension. Like I said, so it includes showing the characters' anxiety, maybe even messing with the sound around them. So it's really cool. There's some stuff that really reveals some of the impending danger or things that are just kind of lurking out of sight. And I think all these choices just make the experience a lot more richer when it comes to a suspense film like this. I wouldn't call this a horror. This is definitely just a thriller film. I think Trap strikes a good balance between some serious tension and some playful silliness. Like, the movie gets kind of goofy at some point. There are some characters that are written to be very goofy, and I'm pretty sure all this is pretty much on purpose to kind of show a bit of a duality, almost as in our main character. It doesn't take itself too seriously, and I think I appreciate that. It feels very much very welcoming. It feels very earnest. And this is just really a welcome departure from some of the more somber themes in M. Night's prior movies. It's a bit of a light-hearted approach with some moments of levity and absurdity, and even some humor thrown in throughout the film, just to kind of keep things on an even keel. I think the plot also really balances showing events that could be shown as convenient, or maybe it's just because it seems convenient because our protagonist, or in this case Josh Hartnett's character, is actually very aware of what's going on, right? Really aware of his surroundings. So even though some of these events might seem just too fortuitous at a first glance, I think they're cleverly woven into the showcase and just showing us how astute Josh Hartnett's character is. It's this blend of happenstance and intellect that kind of creates a narrative that feels unpredictable. To me, felt pretty satisfying as well, pretty entertaining all throughout. I think Josh Hartnett really is the perfect person for this film. His performance is very physical. He's a tall person, so especially the way M. Night shot him, like, it's a very imposing presence, very menacing, but also he can just instantly switch it to this, to just a regular dad, everyday person. And I think Josh Hartnett does that very well. Like I mentioned, I think a lot of that comes from the silliness of the film, the way that it's not taking itself too seriously, the framing of some of these shots where it's like you're very close in on his face, and he just really feels like a very earnest character. So yeah, I think the revelations in this film are very much welcome of multiple viewings, so you can kind of see how things are kind of coming together, all the little clues that are there. I think Shyamalan plants subtle clues all throughout the film that might become apparent later on. So I really enjoy the structure of this. Right, I think everyone is going into some of these films expecting a twist or some kind of turn. So it's definitely very fun to have this be satisfying. Like I said, the audience I was with was laughing at the moments that I thought were funny, and they were very excited. I think as we were leaving the theater, everybody was still kind of in their seat just to see if there was anything else. There's a little kind of like a after credit stinger. It's something. It's right after the main little credit, so it's nothing too deep into the film. So if you're one of those people that stays all the way through, um, then you can. So if you're one of those people that stays all the way through, then you can probably stay just long enough to catch this scene, which adds a little bit of humor. So I would love to explore some of the aspects of this film a little bit more, and I won't go too deep into that. But yeah, I think it's very well done. Like I said, very well executed. Josh Hartnett really delivers. I mean, after his performance in some of the more recent stuff like Oppenheimer, I can see why he was the perfect person to play this role. Surrounded by also a very strong cast. I didn't talk about anyone else other than the three main individuals that we see in the trailer because I don't want to give away too much. But there's a few more people that bring in some fun surprises, bring in some really silly characters. So yeah, I had a great time. I think this is going to be definitely something I catch again once it's out on VOD or on a streaming service, just to kind of see where it really falls within the filmography of M. Night, which overall I'm a pretty big fan of. There's a couple things I haven't seen that I'm not in too much of a hurry to watch, specifically all the stuff that's original to him. So uh, if you've seen this film, let me know, what did you think about Trap down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, movie reviews, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.